Hello friends, in this video we will learn the basic concept of hashing. Let us start the different searching techniques normally we use in any system. The one of the major searching technique is which is most popular, it is linear search. When your data is not sorted and arrange it into a random manner and you want to search any of the content of that data, so we need to apply the linear search. Complexity to find any element by using linear search is order of n. Similarly, if your data is ordered, or we can say it is either in ascending or descending order, so we can apply another searching technique, that is binary search. Binary search is much faster as compared to the linear search. It takes only order of log n time. But the basic problem with the binary search is that your data should always be in order. To handle this problem, we can have one special data structure that always apply binary search over it, and your data can be in any of the order. That is binary search tree. The complexity of searching will remain order of log n. But the major drawback of all these techniques are when the size of the data grows very high, it takes very much time. If the size of data is around lakh, 2 lakh, crores, then the order of n, even order of log n, will be considered very high amount to search. So to overcome this problem, let us discuss one of the major famous searching technique, that is hashing. Hashing is not only the searching technique, it is also the method how to store your data. With the help of hashing, once you store the data, then you can search it in a constant time. It means the complexity of searching of any of the data is order of 1. How it is possible? This is very important. Hashing store your data in a system, not a random position. Before storing your data, hashing technique will process your data based upon your key, and after processing it will find a unique physical location or a logical location where you can either store your data physically or you can link your data logically. So whenever you are searching in your near future, the similar technique we will use, what we have used in storing, the similar technique we will use to search. So that technique will take us at the exact location where we have stored our data. So in that way you can search your data in your constant time. What is that technique that we should apply to store your data? The technique is known as the hashing, and that mathematical model that you need to apply, it is known as hash function. Look at this diagram. In this diagram we have three different keys. Keys are what? Keys are the unique value to identify a record uniquely. So we are applying the hash function on the key value in generating a unique specific location in a table. And you can see the key 1 is generating the index number 3, the key 3 is generating the index number 0, and the key 2 is generating index number 2. And on that index we can store the whole record. Either we can store whole record here, or we can store the record somewhere else, and we can store the address of those record in this table. This table is known as the hash table. This function is known as the hash function. These keys are the identifiable keys of the record. So hash table is an array data structure which stores the item based upon the hash key value. It is normally a data structure which can be either stored into the primary memory or the secondary memory based upon that what kind of storage you want to use. Hash key values, which are the values the corresponding of the keys values after generating by the hash function. So we have the different diagram. It is as similar to the previous one, but here we have shown the hash value. So the key value is behave as an input value for the hash function. The output value of the hash function will work as a hash value. So this key value has a unique hash value, and on the based upon these hash values we will store the data in the hash table. Now the major part in this mechanism of hash function. The hash function is a mathematical formula. It can be complex, it can be easy, but it should be like that. On different key values, hash function should generate different hash values. But some of the time a hash function generate similar hash values for the two different key values. If it happens, then collision will generate. We will talk about the collision later. Here we will discuss the different hash function which are most popular and easy to understand. These hash function are just the example. When you are going to implement a hash function in a live data, then you can make it more complicated. So one of the hash function is division hash function. The other hash function is mid square hash function, and the third hash function that we will discuss, it is the folding hash function. In the division hash function, we will divide our key value by a certain number. The number can be depend upon the size of the hash table. In the mid square hash function, we will square our key value, and then we can take the mid part of that output. In the folding hash function, we can fold our data by any method, and then we can add and we can apply some other mathematical model to get the hash value. In the second video, we will discuss all three hash function in detail. So thank you friends.